Hello guys, welcome to Midas, that is Mastering in Demand and Supply, brought to you by StockTech. StockTech is an ISO certified trademark registered company, and the course we have come up with is known as Midas, Mastering in Demand and Supply. To know more about details about this course, you can visit our website www.stocktech.in or call or WhatsApp us on 7829295555. So what is this demand and supply analysis? So today I'll be giving you a brief introduction about the demand and supply analysis along with some examples of some trades that we have analyzed and how they have reacted or given us very good profits from the levels we analyzed them. So to understand this, first let us understand that any analysis, not just the demand and supply analysis, any analysis in the world is performed for four values. What are those four values? Out of these four values, three values are three different levels and one value is a time period. So why analysis? Always analysis is performed for your buy level, so that you know where to buy the stock, your sell level, that is your stop loss level, and your target level. What target are you expecting from the stock? And the investment period, how long should you hold the stock? So let us assume in a case where you know that you have to buy this particular stock at this particular price, right? The next two things are very important, that is your stop loss, your target. For example, people get trapped in wrong stocks at wrong levels. Let us assume a scenario where a person saw the stock rallying and he enters the stock over here, that is he buys the stock over here. Okay, so once he buys the stock at this level, from the very next day or in a few days the stock starts going down and down and down, and the person who bought the stock over here is now into very heavy losses, right? So buying is the first most important thing that a person needs to know. A person needs to know, a trader needs to know where to buy, exactly where to buy. And once he buys the stock, okay, there's two things that can happen. See, there's no surety in the stock market. Stock market is all about probability. So there are two things that can happen over here. After he bought the stock over here, the stock can go up or the stock can go down. So let us assume a stock starts going against the trader's trade and it starts going into losses. So a person should exactly know stop loss. Stop loss is that level at which you sell off your stock to avoid further losses. So you get cut off of the trade over here. You have automated stop loss in your systems also, which you set, and your trading platform, your broker directly sells off the stock at this level to save you from the further losses. So once you buy, the next most important thing is your stop loss. And the next most important thing after the stop loss is your target. So if the stock keeps going up, where should I book my target? What happens if you don't know a target and the stock keeps rallying, it crosses a level, and after certain level it starts reversing, still holding, because you don't know where to sell the stock even in profits, and now your profits are going to turn into losses. So the three most important level that any trader needs is where to buy the stock, what should be my target, what should be my stop loss, right? A lot of people fail at finding out these levels, and because of which they are into heavy losses. And the next important parameter is the investment period. If I have bought the stock at a particular level, how long will it take to reach my target? Let us say our target is 7%. Okay, so our target is 7%. So when I have the 7% target, so if I am achieving the 7% target in a stock in one day, it's huge, gigantic and amazing. But if I am achieving this target in a week, then again it's a good, fantastic target. But if I'm achieving in that month, it's a okay target. But if I'm achieving this 7% in a year, then it's better to keep your money in a FD, which gives you safely 7% over a year. Why to invest in stock market? So the investment period is the next most important parameter that an investor, a trader should know about. A lot of traders fail to find out these levels, because of which they make heavy losses. Usually what happens in the stock market can be understood by this trading curve, understanding the trading psychology. Okay, let me ask you a question genuinely without looking at the screen. You can, if I ask you a question, which stock would you buy? A stock that is going up or a stock that is coming down? Majority of the people tend to buy the first stock. They see a stock is rallying from certain level and it is going up very nicely. Let us assume the stock started the rally at 100 rupees. Okay, and from 100 rupees it went to 120, 130 levels, right? So when the stock reached over here, now our assumptions, our expectation from the stock is it would go to 150, 160 plus, right? So this is what we are expecting from the stock. So when we are expecting such high returns from the stock, out of our greed, we have seen this rally, the stock rising up very nicely. So we expect higher returns, and out of greed we buy the stock over here. So we enter the stock over here. Now once we enter, majority of the time, a majority of the traders, they face good losses in the stock. The stock starts going down. The trader is holding the stock with the hope that the stock will go up, but it keeps going down. This happens with majority of y'all. Okay, and now it further keeps going down. You average it, you buy more stocks, you in a hope that the stock will come up, but the stock keeps going down, and this keeps happening till at a particular point you panic because of the heavy losses, and out of fear you sell out the stocks. And once you sell out the stocks, from very next day or in a few days you start seeing that the stock starts rallying again, and this cycle keeps repeating until you go broke, completely broke, right? So this is what is in front of the scene. This is called a trading psychological curve. Okay, where people tend to buy stocks that are rallying. They enter the stocks. When the stock starts falling heavily, they start selling the stocks, right? This is the basic mentality of people, and this is how they get trapped and lose majority of the money. They keep repeating it until they go broke, completely broke, right? So this is what is happening in front of the scene. Now I want you guys to understand what is happening behind the scenes. Okay, so let me tell you, when you are buying here out of greed, right? You just bought the stock, you saw stock is rallying and you bought the stock out over here out of greed. When can you buy? When somebody is selling it to you. So who's the smart guy who's selling it to you over here? Who's the smart guy who's selling the stock to you over here? And when the stock starts going down, that is, the stock starts going into losses, okay, you start selling in panic, and you start selling out in fear. So who's the smart guy who is buying it from you? So who are the smart guys? Who are the smart guys who are buying, who are selling it to you when you are buying out of greed, and they are buying it from you at cheaper prices when you are selling out of fear, selling it to you at higher prices when you are greedy. When you are greedy, they are selling it to you at higher prices, and when you are fearful, they are buying from you at cheaper prices. So on this basis, the demand and supply analysis is based. Okay, in demand and supply analysis, we trade only at perfect levels known as the demand zones. We trade only at this perfect levels. On the stock charts, we identify the demand zones, we draw the demand zones and place them over there. When the stocks return to the zones, only at that time we take the entry price. Demand and supply analysis is based on identifying the patterns where heavy buying has taken place on the stock charts, and due to heavy buying, the stocks rally from these levels. Behind some patterns, so we identify 6 such patterns and we apply 6 filters to it. So when we have any of the 6 patterns over here, we find it on the chart, we have certain filters that we apply to this pattern, and then we draw the demand zone over there, and we trade only at this demand zones with very good risk to reward ratios. We draw these demand zones. Our strategy is also known as a set and forget strategy, where it is very useful for working professionals and people who have other primary sources of income and they are busy with their jobs, their businesses. They can also analyze the stocks, draw the zones, leave them on the chart. You can set alerts when the stock comes to this level. Only then you can take the trade. When you take the trade, you set your stop loss, you set your target, and you can forget the stock. So this is also known as the set and forget trading technique, right? In this demand zones, what happens is, now from the demand zones, the probability of the stock going up and giving you profits is very, very, very high, and you get some good targets and some good profits. But even if the stock tends to go down, your losses are very small, because we place a stop loss just below the demand zone, a few points below the demand zone. So this is your risk, which is very, very small, whereas your rewards are very amazing. Very good rewards you are going to get from the strategy. Okay, so let me just show you by taking you to our student group, where we had, our students analyzing some good trades for us. So I am going to Tuesday, right? So today is 10th of April. Tuesday would be the 7th of April, when our student analyzed some zones. So we have a student over here from Nagpur, Mr. Amit, who has analyzed the stock name, as you can see the date over here, 7th of April 2020. So at 10:30 p.m. after market hours, the analysis is done after market hours. That is again a very good thing for you guys. So let me go to the stock Cummins India, and here Cummins India, and you can see that he is giving a level of 287. The stock is currently at 287. Okay, and our student says this is an entry price, so he believes that the demand zone is from 290 to 280. So the entry price he gives in Cummins India is 290 to 280 is the zone. So just below 280 we can have the stop loss. And when I come back to the zone, you can see over here the stock is in a beautiful downtrend. The stock is in a beautiful downtrend, and here we have marked the zone that our student has identified, and the zone is from 290 to 280 levels. So I will have a stop loss somewhere around 278. So my buying price would be 290 approximately. So as soon as the stock touches 290, I will buy the stock and I will hold it. If it starts going down, my stop loss would be 278. So even if I make a loss, that is a loss of 11 rupees, that is 3.89%. So even if I am investing a 1 lakh rupees over here, the maximum loss I am making is 3,800 rupees. Okay, you can see the stock is in a downtrend. Okay, the stock has come down from 648 to 278 non-stop. The stock is going down continuously, and our student analyzes on the 7th of April. You can see the candle for 7th of April, deep red candle. And what happens the very next day? The very next day is the most amazing thing. The stock rallies for the next 2 days, giving you a returns of 68 rupees, that is 23%. Risk of 4%, reward of 23.35%, and more to come. So if you had invested 1 lakh, risk was 3,800 rupees, whereas you could have achieved a profit of 23,000. Now the rally is not the important thing. What you have to pay attention is at the point of reversal. A stock which was in an amazing downtrend and going down continuously for months exactly hits our level over here, and from the same level it does not go to the stop loss, rather rallies up, giving us an amazing gains. More examples on how it exactly works. So that was Cummins India. The next one is NCC. The stock name is NCC Limited. Over here you can see NCC Limited, again analyzed on the 7th of April at 10:58, that is at night 10:58 when the markets are closed. He has analyzed the stock and given an entry at 17.2. So let me go back to NCC Limited and let us see what exactly happened in NCC Limited. So going to the chart of NCC Limited, okay, let me go to the dates of 7th April. So this is 7th April, you can see, and the stock is around 17 rupees, right? So the stock is at 17 rupees, and again you can see the stock has been in a downtrend for a long time now, and we were waiting for the point of reversal, and exactly from the demand zone that our student has analyzed, the stock starts rallying, and it rallies almost 18%, guys. It has given a rally of 18% in last 2 days from 17.2. Sorry, let me place it at 17.2. So from 17.2, let me just increase the size so you guys can see clearly here. From 17.2, that's a rally of 20% in the last 3 days. Okay, last 2 days. I analyzed on 7th April, started the rally 8th April and 9th April, right? So let me show it to you in line chart. A stock which was in a downtrend, we have earned 20% from the same stock, right? So beautiful rally again. Let me go back. Coming back to our student group, you can see there is some profit posted by our student Saurabh. Saurabh has made some beautiful profits over here, and he has posted those profits where you can see that is an 8,000 overall profit, right? Moving on, we have a trade on Vogue Pharma. Buy Vogue Pharma was given here. Okay, let me just scroll back. So we had given on the previous day just a buy call. Tuesday evening we had just given a buy call saying buy Vogue Pharma, right? Moving forward, so we had this trade on Vogue Pharma, okay, and then the next trade that we have suggested over here is on Wednesday morning at 9:41 a.m. You can see buy Tata Motors at 67 and stop loss is 64, possibly the next Jindal. What do I mean by this? We have already posted a video on our YouTube channel on Jindal Steel trade. Okay, we have taken a trade on Jindal Steel. If you go to our YouTube channel, this is the trade that we have posted. You can watch this video. It has given us a 27% rally exactly from our demand zone, and we made some huge profits in it. Let me show you. So we traded this, it's posted over here, and you can see profits made by our students and our admins. That's a 66,000 rupees profit. Okay, then other students making 2,000. Okay, here are some other students making 1,700, and some good profits by majority of the students in the Jindal Steel trade. You can watch the video on YouTube. So a huge rally was achieved in Jindal Steel, and that is what we meant when we gave the Tata Motors call, saying that the same huge rally can be achieved in Tata Motors, and this is given on Wednesday 8th of April. So let me go to Tata Motors. So when I go to Tata Motors, here in Tata Motors, as we open the chart, let me show you where is 8th April. This was your 8th April, and as you can see, entry is given at 67 with stop loss of 64. So let me mark the levels first. So that's your entry of 67. Where's 67? That's your 67, and that was our entry into the stock. And then coming down to the stop loss, the stop loss was 64. So let me mark the 64 levels for you guys, and that's your 64 levels. So as you can see, the stock has never come down to the 64 levels, rather it went up. So in this case, if you had taken this trade, let me explain. Okay, the risk here was 4%, approximately 4%. So if you had entered this trade, okay, you had entered this trade, the risk would be 4%. That is a risk of 3 rupees, right? But the stock did not hit the stop loss, so no money was lost. Instead, the stock has just started the rally and already giving us 10 to 12, 13% returns. made a high of 14% and now back to 11.6, that's your 12%. So 4% was the risk, but already 12% has been achieved. Now even if you look at this stock, again this stock is in an amazing downtrend, and we have picked the stock exactly at the bottom point, that is the point of reversal, and achieved 11% profits already in Tata Motors. So that's our analysis, right? So moving on, you have some analysis being posted by the students. Okay, Bharat Forge going crazy. We had given a call on Bharat Forge. Now here some of our students, he's thanking StockTech for the accuracy of the strategy. He's making a profit of 11,500 in Jindal Steel, in Balrampur Chini, in Reliance, in Vogue Pharma, right, FEL. So you can see 22,000 overall profit in his holdings, and he has also posted his positions, that is trades of the day. He has taken Tata Motors as suggested, Bharat Forge, NCC, and other stocks where he's making again good profits. Okay, right? So you can see another student, Deepak, first trade, first profit. Yeah, that was his first trade after the trainings, Mr. Deepak, and he's making 5,000 rupees on an investment of 18,000 rupees, right? Moving on, again you can see some other students making some profits over here. They have posted their profits, right? So let me show you the profits over here. Suyog making some profits. Any profit is a profit. Okay, so going on, you can see the admins are trading, the students are putting up their trades. Okay, the students are putting up their profits. Abhishek making another BTST on hold, Jindal unstoppable, some other student from Hyderabad posting their profits, right? And here then we have Mr. Mudit posting a profit of 10,000 rupees in VDL, right? Nifty crossed 9,000 mark, all stocks are green. Sir, any suggestions for Zuari Global? So students are asking their questions, whatever doubts they have. People are guiding each other. See, NCC stop loss, they are asking for buying rate, right? So people are guiding each other. They are suggesting the trades, what to buy, what not to buy, how to trade them. Okay, so with the support of each other, the students are trading and earning and making some very, very good profits in this. Okay, so this is how the mechanism on the student group work. We are not a single person. StockTech is a team which is trading and which is making some good profits. 21,000 profits in VDL, right? And you can see VDL is moving. What is the trailing price? They are asking for the trailing price. They are asking for the exit price, right? So here you can see Mr. Sagar. He says, guys, check Minda Crop. He's a new student, so he's asking a question, should we buy Minda Crop over here? He's analyzed something into Minda Crop and he's asking about whether to buy the stock. And this was yesterday at 9:34 a.m. in the morning. So let us see what happened with Minda Crop by the day end. Okay, so let me go to Minda Corporation, and so when I go to Minda Corporation, this is the chart for yesterday, right? This is the chart for yesterday, guys. Let me go to 1 minute chart so that we understand where was 9:34. So let me go to 9:34. So that's your, you can see the timing over here. Okay, so that's your 9th of April, and 9:34 is over here when the stock is at 60 rupees, right? A very good and superb analysis by one of our students, who is a very new student, okay, who has just completed the classes 2 days ago. So when the stock Minda Corporation is at 9:34, you can see 9th April, 9:34, 9:36. So that's 60 rupees. When the stock is at 60 rupees, he asks a question, guys, check Minda Corp, should we buy over here? Should we buy over here? And what happens in Minda Crop by the end of the day? The stock rallies to 66. So that is almost a percentage gains of 60 to 66. That's 10% returns in a single day. Superb analysis over here by the student. Tata Motors goes on to hit the UC. Sir, Tata Motors was an excellent call. Mr. Ravi Shankar from Chennai making some good profit. Sagar just analyzed at 9:34, and within few minutes you can see his stock is rallying and is making some good profit, right? So this is the mechanism that is working on our student group, where the students are suggesting each other, they are making profits, post rapid profits, everything you touch turning gold, right? Some doubts are being posted by the students. From holding to positions, great accuracy, amazing dedication and super support at Team Stock Tech. Thank you, sir. Okay, so you can see a lot of interaction, learning from each other, profits being posted, so every student enjoying, learning and earning at the same time. And that is the motive of Stock Tech that is being achieved over here, that is learn to trade and trade to earn, right? So here you can see again there are so many trades. I can just go on showing you. This is just one day. Okay, Mr. Sagar, who is a student, sir, tried with an initial deposit of 5,000 to get well versed with the tool. 4.5% in 3 days. The amounts are negligible but feel better to progress. Thank you very much for the support. Right, again here we have Saurabh, who is posting 2,000 rupees profit in a single day. Right, you can go on again. Hi Mr. Sumit and QD, thanks for your support. Expertise in the stock market with precisely core strategy. Today I did my first trade and happy to see on the greener side. Once again, thank you. So very new student taking the first trade and making some 6% profits in TVS Motors. Okay, we have some profits over here, 9,000, Raymond's 2,390 and Tata Motors 1,800. So huge profits by the students, huge profits. See, another demand zone has been analyzed by Saurabh over here. So this goes on, and so this is exactly how we analyze the stocks, how we share it with each other, and we'll also learn from each other. If you want to see the performance by our students, you can visit Stock Tech on Instagram. Every day we post the profits taken by our students. So here you can see some good profits by our students going on, right? So many profits every day. The students that they take the profits is posted over here. You can follow us on Instagram. If you want to see trading strategies, okay, you can go to our YouTube channel, Stock Tech YouTube channel, and you can subscribe for the channel. Don't forget to subscribe for the channel. Here we have given you how to pick up the right stocks, right? Then we have the demand and supply charts analysis, where we have shown how the chart work. We have strategies posted for you. So we have basically the gap fill strategy, right? So you have the gap fill strategy by Stock Tech, which is an amazing strategy. You can watch this strategy, you can take trades on this. A lot of students make profits using this strategy. You can watch all the trades, how we have taken the trades based on that strategy. To know more details about us, you can visit our website www.stocktech.in, and you can go through the testimonials of students who have taken our trainings. We have hundreds of testimonials on this page. Here are all the testimonials by our students. Okay, there are video testimonials, there are written testimonials, so you can scroll through it, go to the testimonials page, read more about us, and you can join our trainings. To courses where we have given complete details about the trainings with the syllabus. The course is divided into two parts, the stock basics and the core strategy. So you have all the content over here, what you will be learning in the trainings and how the training is conducted. The training is conducted in 4 stages. Like the first step of the training is an 16 hours live training with the trainer, that is like 2 hours a day, goes on for 7 to 8 days, and then after that you have the hand holding for the next 2 months after the course. You have monitor trading, and you have the student group entry, and you also have the retraining support. So you can all read through it, go through it, and if you want to join our trainings, you can contact us on 7829295555 or 7353295555. Keep watching, keep sharing. See you until next time. Thank you.
To join our free WhatsApp group, call 7829295555 or visit www.stocktech.in. This video is for educational and study purpose only. We do not assure, guarantee or promise any returns from the strategy in the video, and we are also not responsible for any profit or loss that you make. Please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you.